Imagine posting a massive 30-point, 20-rebound triple-double and still getting run out of the building in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it is brutal.
Right. Stay tuned until the very end, because we are diving into the shocking collapse of an absolute MVP favorite.
You really won't want to miss it.
But before we get to that stunner, smash that like button, drop a comment with your MVP pick right now, and hit subscribe so you don't miss any of these deep dives into NBA news.
We definitely want to see who you've got for MVP.
Exactly. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're breaking down a wild Sunday. We've got offensive explosions, some historic milestones in Boston and LA, and that wild finish in the Bay Area.
It really was just a fascinating night for the league. You have these massive individual performances, but I mean, the underlying story here is really about sustainability.
Right.
Like, can one player carry a team, or does the system always win out?
Well, let's start with those individual fireworks out east.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Tyrese Maxey for the 76ers against Minnesota.
Right.
He drops 39 points, which is impressive on its own, but it was the way he did it. That massive left-handed poster dunk over two defenders. That wasn't just 2 points. That was a statement.
Complete physical domination. Maxey is evolving from just a speed guard into a player who puts real vertical pressure on a defense.
Yeah, he really is.
That dunk completely demoralized the Timberwolves. And, you know, he wasn't the only guard lighting it up from distance either.
Oh, for sure. You're talking about LaMelo Ball in Charlotte?
Yeah.
He hit a career-bust 10 three-pointers against Washington. And looking at the game notes here, the Hornets actually tied an NBA record for threes made in a single quarter.
That is the high-variance basketball we always talk about. When LaMelo gets hot, the Hornets just become a math problem that a defense can't solve.
It's impossible.
Right. But there's a different kind of offensive explosion happening in Boston, and honestly, it might be more dangerous for the rest of the league.
You're thinking of Payton Pritchard.
Exactly.
He comes off the bench against the Lakers and scores 30 points. Which, it's one thing for a starter to go off, but a bench player doing that in LA.
It is legitimately historic.
Yeah.
Pritchard just joined Larry Bird from 1982 and Kevin McHale from 1983 as the only Celtics to record 3 straight games of 25-plus points off the bench.
That is elite company.
Absolutely. It tells us that Boston isn't just surviving the minutes when their stars sit, they are dominating them.
And while Boston was making history, Los Angeles was honoring him. The Lakers finally unveiled the statue for Pat Riley outside the arena.
The godfather of Showtime.
Right. And it's fitting because the fast-paced style we see today, that pace that allows for these huge 30-point quarters, it really shares DNA with what Riley built back in the 80s.
Very true. And speaking of longevity, inside the arena, LeBron James played his 1600th career game.
Wearing mismatched shoes, no less.
Naturally. He is now only the second player ever to reach that mark, chasing down Robert Parrish.
To play 1,600 games is just a physiological marvel.
Wow.
It really puts wear and tear into perspective, especially when you see other stars going down right now.
Yeah, the attrition is real.
Which is a good segue to the news ticker. We know Devin Booker is out with a hip strain.
Tough break for them.
And Rudy Gobert is suspended 1 game for hitting the flagrant foul limit. The season is just a grind.
It is. And that grind actually brings us to the main event. The mystery we teased at the start.
The Denver Nuggets versus the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
So Nikola Jokic was absolutely masterful. We mentioned the line earlier. 35 points, 20 rebounds, 12 assists.
A monster line.
Usually when the Joker plays like that, you mark it down as a Nuggets win and move on.
You would certainly think so. But this game was basically the perfect case study for system beats star.
Yeah.
Despite all of Jokic's brilliance, the Warriors pulled off a stunner. They erased the lead with a blistering 33-17 run in the fourth quarter to win 128-117.
It felt like Denver just ran out of gas. How do you even overcome a triple-double of that magnitude?
You do it with depth. The Warriors had 6 different players score 15 or more points.
Wow.
Jokic had to do everything for Denver, and eventually, the Warriors' strength in numbers approach just overwhelmed him. They kept throwing fresh bodies and scoring punch at a tired defense.
It really highlights the massive difference in roster construction. Denver is relying so heavily on the MVP, while Golden State is winning by committee.
And that raises a massive question for the playoffs.
Exactly. So here's the thought we want to leave you with today.
Let's hear it.
With the Warriors taking down the Nuggets by committee and Pritchard dominating off the bench for the Celtics, are we seeing a shift where roster depth actually matters more than top-heavy star power in the modern NBA?
The data from Sunday certainly suggests the bench might be the deciding factor this year.
Definitely something to watch. Thanks for diving in with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.